Alright guys, here is the quick unboxing for the holiday helper box for the Christmas one. Just in case some of it doesn't make sense, I thought I'd go through it real quick, just to be safe. When you open it up, you'll first have these two documents. So this is the calendar to plan everything out on, if you are a planner. If not, recycle it. And then this is the explanation of everything that's in the box. So there's like the name, and that'll match what's on the label, and then a description of what it is, and then how to arrange it. And then also there's it with a quickness rating, so that is there to tell you how fast or easy. Now they're all pretty easy. It's 1, 2, or 3. 1 is really easy to do last minute. 3 will just take you probably 5 minutes or maybe some advanced planning. Nothing super involved. But the reason I did that was because if you do make a calendar, you can reserve all the super easy ones for days that you know you're just not here for it. Like I know I'm always exhausted Thursday nights for whatever reason, so I would probably put my ones on Thursday nights, whereas I have that, burst of supermom energy on like Monday mornings, so those 3s would probably go towards the Monday mornings. But that's just what this document is, just to explain all that. And then inside the box is all of the different activities. You can get pretty creative with what's on them or what you do with them, but it's also written out exactly too, if that's easier. Just to go through, they're all arranged in more or less the same way. But Go to Your Zoom is a super easy one. It's just a little laptop, and I would fold it again maybe when you get it, because it might be a little flat. But this one, I have our doll here, we don't have an elf. But you just set it on their lap, put them next to the kids' Chromebooks or whatever for Zoom, and that's a super easy one. 4 is a golfing one. So there's the green, this is the golf club, and these are the golf balls. You will have to prop them up, but you can get creative with how you do that. Also, Pinterest or Google will also have a ton of ideas for you. I would put 1 golf club on the green and then scatter them about. With all of the ones that there's food, there isn't an expectation that you'd be eating any of this food. So that's why I put it in there. So yes, volunteers filled these bags, but you shouldn't eat them. Also, put them out of the way of pets for all of this for the most part, because you don't really want to take a chance. So that's the one's called 4. It's a golfing one. This one is reindeer food. You can sprinkle it out. It's thought of as a December 24th thing. And then you can keep this, or you can make it a sign or whatever. They were just super cute, so I attached them. But there's the reindeer food. The elf cam is an ornament, so you can put this on the tree, and then shove the elf in the tree next to it. And this one can be used if you need some extra reminders for behavior at any time. Not that that ever happens, but just in case. This one is probably my favorite of all of them. So it's elf bucks. So there's a little frappuccino, a little whatever, and an apron. So if you have one, and they're all open so that you can just tie it on, and they can either have it, or if you have 2, the other one could be the customer and one could be the barista, whatever you want. Similar with this one, with cookies and milk, you just set it next to them. But the idea here is this is your milk, and then the cookie, the gold plated is your plate to arrange your cookies on, with your little milk next to it. The floaty is a floating. These are one of those inflatable drink holders that you see in the summertime that you could put your soda or whatever in. So they're the perfect size to wedge your elf in, and then maybe put them in a sink with a little bit of water. If they don't look like they're not gonna get wet, I would try to do this one close to when they're gonna see it. or you can just make a faux beach scene and just like put tons of blue fabric or something on the floor if you don't want to take a chance on getting it wet. But everyone has a different little floaty for that. All right, Sprinkle Angels, a bag of sprinkles. I will do this one. I'll do this one after, just because then I'll move the box. Do you want to build a rainbow? So you put the sign with the elf, and then I counted all of these out. I know it's ridiculous, but you can arrange them however you want. You can have a pattern, you cannot have a pattern. It's your choice. But on the edge of the plate, and then the sign goes with the elf. And just be ready to have hot water on hand. You can do it just with really hot tap water, but they're gonna pour the water slowly a little bit in the middle, and it makes all of the Skittles like bleed, and it'll bleed into the center with the rainbow. So that one side. This one's called Snow Much Fun. This is a one that I thought could be a first day, like a welcome one. I'm gonna put that also over to display later. I'll demonstrate those after we get to the bottom. Can you find the candy canes? This has a bunch of little mini candy canes, and then there's a little sign in it that says, can you find however many candy canes you hid in whatever room. So there's a space to write both of those in case you just want to hide a few candy canes in a living room or all of them in a kitchen, whatever you want. That's what that is. Rub-a-dub-dub is one of my favorites. So I'm gonna open this up. Basically, in here is a little boat that will be their bathtub. And I think the elf will fit better than the flower, but that's beside the point. And then you put all of the cotton all over them as suds, and there's even a little rubber ducky in there for them. So that's that one. This one's bowling. You set up the kisses like the pin, and the peppermint whatever is the bowling ball, and so you can have a lot of fun with where this is. Maybe they're playing bowling on the fridge or what have you. Just that's a simple one. The TV time, the idea is pop some of the popcorn and put it in the bag, and then you just kind of put the bag next to them with the remote. Like when they wake up in the morning, that's what they did all night, was watch TV. Again, be mindful with where you put this for pets and stuff. The Sharpie, one of my favorite ones is you go and you can make bananas look like minions, you can put faces on oranges, basically any fruit that has a skin that you don't eat, you can just tag it up. So with faces or notes or messages or whatever, it's very easy. You can have a lot of fun with that one. Similarly, the dry erase marker, you write notes, various notes, on bathroom mirrors or wherever, and just set them next to it. This will come off dry erase will come off a mirror, much like a dry erase board. So that's that one. So Countdown to Christmas is a bunch of paper strips to make a paper chain. So you can have them the elf make the paper chain, or you can have them start it and let the kids finish it. You can whatever. Just there's should be around 20 strips in every box. So just make sure that you do it in that time frame, like within the 20 days, and make sure you just count how many strips you need for how many days away they are to Christmas. I saw Jingle Bells and I had to buy them. I don't know a ton about the story, but I do know there's a story with the train, the North. I don't know. You guys know, I'm sure. But this could be as simple as putting it in the freezer the night before and then bringing it out early in the morning. And like they brought one of the reindeer's bells from the North Pole or something like that. Baking mishap is, so they're in this one, there's icing, Cheerios, and then a little thing of sprinkles. So what I would do on a parchment or something is put out the Cheerios and put the icing on them. It does not have to be perfect, because the idea is that they made a mess and they didn't exactly do the greatest of jobs. So you just do your best to put the icing on the Cheerios and sprinkle around. It's supposed to be a mess. Or you could do it perfectly, and then it's not a mishap. It's your call. But either way. That's that one. So, sticky situation. In here is a bunch of Band-Aids. So, you just put all of the Band-Aids all over and like leave the trash around and use as many as you want. But they just, you know how kids enjoy that. You're apparently at your elf does too. Noise control in here is earplugs. So if your kids are being really loud one day, maybe the next day, it's just a little note that says, I think your adult could use these, and there's earplugs. It's a super simple one. We're Being Watched is another favorite. So I put little blankets, like little pieces of fabric that could be a blanket, so you can put it around them. But basically, you go in your fridge and put these all over the fridge. Basically all over your milk, your juice, your cans, your vegetables, your fruit, and it's like googly eye bombing is what it's called. But you put this around them and wedge them in the fridge too. It's a good one. I brought you back a snowman is another fun one. You would get there's a note in here, but you get a small dish of water and then put all of these pieces in it, and it's like they brought you back a snowman, but it melted. So there's the arms and the carrot nose and the hat and all of that, and then a little sign that says I brought you back a snowman. And then so Beachy is another one that I will set up with you guys. Read to Me is very simple. It's just a little note that says, bring me your favorite book and read to me. Very simple. You're a Star is very much like the Band-Aid one. So you're just going to put stickers all over them and then give the empty thing in their lap. But they just have like all stickers. DJ Booth is another fun one. So this is already folded for you, but you just like prop it above them on their lap. So it just sits right there. But it's super fun. I think they'll really kick out of that one. You got to give to get is just a sign. You just put the sign on a laundry basket, and the idea is they have to donate toys, and then you bring those toys in. So it doesn't have to be a laundry basket. It can be anything really. This is a little craft that says decorate the tree. So I would set the tree up and start it. It's one of those like 3D. You put that into that, and then there's a sheet of lights and ornaments and stuff, so they can start it and your kids can finish it or whatever. That's what that is. The swag bag was thought of as like the last day, like when they leave, because you could have them, like if there's any little things that they wanted to play with that they, like the Frappuccino or the cookies and milk or the rubber ducky or, the floaty thing or whatever. All of that stuff you can just stash back in the box, and then the last day you can put all that in here and be like, all right, I left you all the stuff I played with. So it's like your elf swag, left elf swag bag. And then the very last thing in the bottom is if by chance this, there's still a day that we don't move for whatever reason, there's a whole bunch of reasons why. So that is that. And I'll put some of these back. And then there's a few that I think need a little bit more explanation, so I put those. Second. Okay, so with Beachy, there's a towel, there's sand, and a little umbrella. So lay out the towel, they go on the towel, and then you can just sprinkle the sand around them, and then you put the little umbrella somewhere near them. Again, I think they're smaller than the Funnel doll, so that's what you can do there. It's similar with this one. There's a little sign that says yay, hooray, or something to that effect. There are a bunch of different ones. There's a little bit of snow, and there's one of these fun bottle brush trees, which are very cute. So it can just have on their lap, and then this could be as easy as putting the snow out and putting the tree in front, like in the snow, and then you can have the banners or the welcome or the I'm back or the what have you, but this would be how that one is done. And then the sprinkle angel, you would just lay them out and put the sprinkles all around them, and then you move their legs and their arms to make like a snow angel in the sprinkles. I suggest doing this one on a cookie sheet and then throw them all away. Don't eat these. So I think that's it. But if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy.